Okay, so this is part 2 of the 12 days of vegan Christmas food. So the video ended up just being like 30 minutes long, and I decided to cut it in half because then it's a perfect 15 little video. So this is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I will put it in the description down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'm gonna make, I think, a little rice paper omelet type thing for breakfast. I've had this before, and it's absolutely delicious. I was unsure. It makes like this like super crispy layer on the outside that's just like... So we've got the just eggs, some chili crisp, a little tofutti, arugula. The red and green are kind of giving Christmas vibes. And I'm also gonna make a little sugar cookie London fog. Usually I just like break it into 2 and like eat it like almost like a quesadilla. The crispiness on the outside is so good. Alright, and of course I gotta have a little Sunday snack after breakfast. I'm gonna have one of these little pizzellis. Oh, they're so good. So for lunch I wanted to make like a really nice and like juicy lemon chicken, like a Greek lemon chicken soup with like rice and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh my god, look how freaking delicious this looks. I'm so excited to eat this. We are just gonna rip off a massive piece of bread that we're just going to butter it and dip it right in. Why is fresh bread? I've been so cold today. Like, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. I feel comforted. It's like a warm hug. This reminds me so much of one that we used to get at a Greek restaurant we went to. Oh my god, it's like so tart and like lemony. Oh, it's delicious. Right, so I've eaten my weight in a little of this Chex Mix. Tyler calls it nuts and bolts, but his mom made it for us. And then I'm also just sipping on a little green tea. Alright, so for dinner, I went for a recreation of the IKEA hot dog. I did, oh, sorry, I got this open. We've got a tofu hot dog with sauerkraut, crispy onions, mustard, and I was gonna say tomato, but ketchup. And then I made a little potato salad on the side. And then my friend came over and we made some ginger molasses. I have not had a ginger molasses cookie in so long. They look divine. And then we also made little sugar cookies that we still have to decorate with icing, but how cute are they? Alright, let's give it a go. Honestly, so good. High five, Bandit! Yes! Woohoo! Alright, I've got my cookie baking onesie on, so you know what that means. Today is a cookie baking day. But first we gotta have breakfast, and I'm really in the mood for some latkes. Got all of our little bits and bobs in there, and I'm just about to add my just egg. Got our little latkes, and we've got our sour cream, and a little applesauce. You know how we do? Very hot, but so good. Has the potato really ever disappointed you? Okay, so cookie baking has been postponed till maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but we got a little oat milk latte. That is delicious. So it's a lunchtime, and I think we're gonna go with, I'm really been craving a minestrone soup type situation, like a really good tomatoey, noodly deliciousness. So we've got our carrots, onions, celery, garlic, all steaming. This is super fun. You blend a little bit of the soup with some of the beans to make like a creamy aspect. How fun is that?
And we have guests and you do that puff pastry thing. Oh, so yummy.
The soup is absolutely delicious. Okay, so the green beans are all prepped and ready for dinner. All right, look at that texture. I shred the salmon so it gets all like salmon. The tofu to get like salmon, so it gets all like flaky, and then it like holds the marinade really well. All right, so we're just making the marinade. We got the seaweed, the beetroot,
Eat molasses.
but there's no molasses in it. All right, so we're putting our little mixture on top of our salmon. Look at that. Ooh, 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 baby. In our salmon is going a lemon and parsley yogurt, the honey and maple honey and maple quinoa, and then the panko crusted tofu salmon with some green beans on the side. How pretty does it look? It looks very beautiful, doesn't it? Looks like a burger. Oh yeah. That is an explosion of flavors.
I don't like when people express things.
Alright, so we just finished our little blueberry breakfast smoothie thing. And I think we're gonna make some loaded breakfast fries. So I'm gonna make like a tofu scramble on top of some homemade little french fry things. So we've got our little french fries here, and I'm gonna put it with a side of maple syrup because breakfast fries, we gotta have maple syrup. Tofu scramble on top. Let's give it a go. My camera's about to die. But it's really good. This is gonna be a bomb combo. I already know it. I went back and got my other battery because this is delicious. The maple syrup ties the whole thing together. All right, so it's cookie baking day, and we got to get in our little cookie baking onesie. Those little
There used to be.
our almond croissants. All right, we're taking a quick lunch break. We've got a little bit of the leftover minestrone. And then I put a little pesto on this piece of bread. A match made in heaven. All right, we've got the next set of shortbread going in. We're all tired, so I tried to choose an easy dinner. So we're doing courgette pasta, as they like to call it in England, but like a zucchini pasta. So I baked a zucchini in the oven, and then I'm gonna mix it with like garlic and cashews and make like a cream sauce. And then I'm also gonna cut up another zucchini and like mix it all together with some pasta. The pasta in the video that I saw was one of those like really thick, like, you know, that like thick delicious pasta. We don't have that, so I don't know if we're gonna go with like a spaghetti or maybe a linguine might be good. All right, so we got all of our zucchinis and shallots frying, and we're just gonna add in the sauce, which tastes incredible. All right, this is our finished product. How delicious does that look? Mmm, super creamy, almost like an Alfredo situation. I did add some cashews, which the recipe didn't call for. Now we're about to snack on a little popped corn. Look how perfect it is for popcorn.
It's a little radioactive though because we juiced it.
We just got back from a walk, and it is absolutely freezing outside, so we're gonna need to make a warm drink and something cozy to eat too because I'm frozen. We're gonna make either a sugar cookie latte or a eggnog latte, I think, for drinks. And then I saw this thing a while ago and I thought it looked so good. It's an everything bagel casserole, breakfast casserole. I don't know why I'm very into casseroles lately. And instead of a casserole dish, I'm gonna try it in the cast iron because then, you know, you can really scrape it. Sometimes when you bake things in a casserole dish, even when you oil them, you know what I mean? Everything gets like so glued because you know you're baking it. We do 2 separate layers of bagel, some tomatoes, some red onion. Right, now we're pouring our egg and milk mixture on top. I think we have to take a moment of silence for how incredible this looks. Looks so crispy. Oh my god, all the everything with the bagel seasoning on top. What we're working with, it came out of the pan so nicely. Like, almost too nicely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna go off in half an hour.
We ended up eating, just the 3 of us, ate a second serving of our bagel casserole, and we finished it because it was that freaking good. So we did that, and we had a couple cookies too, and Tyler actually went out and got some vegan cheesy bread, so we're gonna have a little snack on that. This sauce also makes it. It's so windy outside. You hear that?
I do.
We're just gonna have a little shortbread. Oh my god, look, I'm like in the shortbread cookie. For dinner, I think we're gonna do IKEA Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes, gravy, and the cranberry. Alright, so we got our little tofu ground beef. Alright, so we're baking some more cookies. We're multitasking a lot in here. So we're gonna have a little bit of eggnog. Grab your darling, round and round. Swing your girl. We got the cranberry, we got the meatball, we got the potato.
You can have some off my plate.
When you don't have IKEA, you have to bring IKEA to you. All right, we finished baking the cookies. We had some of the butter tarts for dessert and some of the almond crescents, and they were delicious. All right, we're starting our day off with a little bit of celery juice and our blueberry thick. Look at that little smoothie thing. Cheers. Right, I drank my smoothie. Unfortunately, when you don't drink this smoothie right away, it gets like thick. So I had to drink it out of a straw, but it was still I really like it fresh when it's left to sit. It's a little less appetizing. Okay, so for breakfast, I think we're gonna do eggs Benny. All right, so I'm gonna make a quick hollandaise sauce with my little tofu sour cream thing that I made. With a little bit of pesto. We're gonna go in with our tofu and with our hollandaise sauce. How freaking good does that look? All right, let's give it a go. Oh, that was a spicy jalapeno. Okay, so I just finished breakfast and I'm making myself a little eggnog. Oh no. And we're having a little Christmas cookie. Dropped my breakfast on myself. I spilled. It's a little bit later and of course it's time for another Christmas cookie. All right, for lunch we're just going with a little leftover, last bowl of the minestrone soup. Does it look good, Bandit? Yeah, you want some soup? So I ended up going out for dinner with my friend because she's going back home for Christmas. So we just did a little dinner out. We got pizza that was absolutely positively delicious. And then I came home and I had a couple of Christmas cookies and a nice cup of hot cocoa. All right, so I'm just making a batch of my homemade just egg right now because I need it for breakfast and I didn't do it yesterday and I should have done it yesterday, but. Okay, so I made my just egg. I just remembered in my thought consciousness that oatmeal is a thing. Like I just completely forgot about oatmeal. Like I never think of it for breakfast anymore. But it's really, like it's chilly and it's overcast and I feel like oatmeal is the vibe of the day. All right. Yeah, see here our oats. All right, I'm also gonna go for a little apple. It feels very refreshing right now, like something like, ooh. So an apple and then I put peanut butter. I put peanut butter and then some granola on top to dip it in, you know, like a little schnickety schnick. And then for the oatmeal, I put chia, flax, walnuts, and some hemp hearts. And I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of oat milk. Literally so good. It's like soothing my soul, you know what I mean? Okay, so we just got back from a walk and I'm already thinking about lunch. I think it would be really good to make like a tomato soup type situation. And then we have some leftover pesto in the fridge. So we can make like maybe some pesto paninis to go with the tomato soup. All right, so we got all the roasted tomatoes and bell peppers and stuff. I love tomato soup because I feel like easy, it's delicious. What could be better? There we have it, an American classic. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Pesto to my grilled cheese. Bomb combo. And it's green and red for Christmas. And for dinner, we are gonna make an old classic, mushy salmon, potatoes, and peas. All right, so this is what we're working with our bechamel sauce and our tofu salmon in there, and then I'm gonna add it to the bowl with the potatoes and the peas, and we have the finished look. She cute, right? I have a weird combo. It's like my great grandma used to make, and it brings back good memories.
Yeah, should we call Harold? Yeah.
Something on the little freight train stuck.
We're gonna start my day with some celery juice, and now I'm just gonna have my little smoothie, which has solidified because I've left it a little too long. And then we're also making green loaf of a bread. I'm very excited to see how it like cooks because sometimes things look a lot different before they're cooked and after they're cooked. And it's turning like a little bit of a darker green. It's not as vibrant as it was. But we're gonna make our cranberry butter. So it's just cranberries, water, orange juice, and maple syrup. They're honestly gorgeous. Right, so here's how the bread turned out. I thought it was gonna be like really bright green like the dough was, but I mean it's still delicious. My cranberry butter still needs an hour and a half. Still needs like 45 minutes. So we're going to make a piece of peanut butter toast with our green bread, and we'll have the cranberry butter when I get home later. Slice, I got one slice with peanut butter. And then you can't have a piece of fresh bread without just butter, you know what I mean? All right, I now have to immersion blend my little cranberry jam because it's done. Cow. I mean, honestly, I could probably leave it chunky, but look at that. Right. It's delicious. No, you can't have any cranberry butter. It's really good. So we just got back from a hardcore day of shopping. It's late and we're starving. I don't know if we're gonna have a snack or are we just gonna go straight to dinner. All right, we're gonna go for a little 7-layer bean dip as a schnickety snack. All right, we got 2 chip options. We've got festive And we have my addiction hint of lime. This might also hurt me. Oh my god, the hint of lime is just so good. I love it. For dinner, we are going to be making a chicken stuffing casserole thingamabob. That sounds very delicious. We're gonna put our little noodle soup, no, it's not a noodle soup, a mushroom soup over our tofu chicken. All right, and then we're gonna put our little stuffing mixture on top of that. Just in a blob. All right, look how delicious that looks. So I went a little crazy and I put some of my cranberry jam on the side. Do you want a little bit? All right, so I just did my oil pulling and then I'm gonna take my little probiotic. And I do this every day. I just feel like it gets a little repetitive to like see in the morning. So I'm very excited. For breakfast, we are going to be doing some waffles, some little waffle mix. And I was like, what if I put like the chicken nugget within the waffle? Like I'm pre-cooking the chicken nuggets right now. And then if I put it in the waffle, like, I don't know, is that kind of fun? Like, is that a little bit like, is that like a little different and crazy? I don't know. I thought it would be fun. And then for a drink, I was thinking we're gonna use my little sugar cookie latte syrup. And I thought we'd make a sugar cookie chai latte. Cause you know, to mix it up, I feel like that could be really delicious. We're trying to mix things up today. We're gonna go in with our waffle mix. Okay, we got our little chai latte. And we got our steamed milk with the sugar cookie syrup. The best way to froth your oat milk, I feel like any milk, is heating it on the stove and then like using a hand frother. Look at that froth. Look at her. That's really good. It's a good combo. And it's in the most adorable Christmas mug. Couldn't tell that this Gingy is hiding a chicken nugget, but ooh, that's really good. I'm all for sweet and savory. What would you call this though? Like secret chicken and waffles? The second one? You can see the little nuggies sticking out. That's very humorous to me. We've been out literally all day shopping till we drop. Christmas groceries, all of it. We had one sugar cookie and some vegan little chocolate things. And that's it! All day since breakfast. And we are starving. I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner, but better be good. We decided to do burgers for dinner. We've got the Costco veggie burgers that are so delicious and these little buns. You go for just like a very regular burger option, or I was thinking some feta. Hear me out, I know. Some apple and maybe like something like maybe a little bit of maple or something, like maple syrup. So I chopped off some apples. I put some like cranberry butter on there. And then we got the feta, and I think this is gonna be a dynamic duo.